Hello and welcome guys to this new video on my channel. In today's video I'm going to break down how I took this render shot and how you guys could have taken it as well. So to start things off we have to understand where render contextually speaking was, and since like forever we've just been trending down. Wait, did we make a low? No. And we've just been trending down, and basically to flip back to bullish you would have to break this high. However, we didn't even come close. So that only leaves us with this internal mark structure where we're currently just, well, we're just trending up. However, because we know that on the high time frame, we're expecting to get a move lower, I'm just looking for kind of depends, but mainly I'm looking for a bearish structure flip to then take it down to levels like $1 or even lower. So basically how I took this trade was quite simple, but it wasn't just render. Like Bitcoin played a huge role in taking this trade. But first of all, why did I even take render? I think it was mainly because it was one of the pairs that was still located much higher compared to most of the others. I remember like with or pound fund, we're already like down here or something. I mean, like this. I took the shot as well. However, it just looked more appealing from a risk to reward perspective. And basically, when we got like this pump to the upside, you could have thought that we're going much higher. It looks like it, it looks like we're breaking out of this range. And here we also create some kind of demand. However, because I knew like where Bitcoin was, contextually speaking, I'm going to go over it as well in a second. I knew that this was like more or less some kind of fake out to trap breakout traders that to induce them that we're going higher. However, market makers are just using this move to fuel more of the shorts and then dump price low, and that's exactly what happened. So let's go to a lower time frame and see where my entry was. Wait, I put on the replay mode. So so here we had some kind of Wyckoff distribution. It wasn't the cleanest one. However, you could see that market makers were definitely looking to distribute. And after we like completed the distribution and broke lower, we created this really nice structural supply that was part of our supply chain. Like this supply got respected, this one as well, and this got created as well. And basically, this was like my entry. I watched price going higher. Like technically, I could have even refined it around here. However, I know I was just looking at the supply to be honest. Um, when price came back into the supply, I think I'm not sure when I entered. Probably, yeah, probably around here, if I'm not mistaken. But my stop was above the high, and it like it's nothing crazy. Like it's nothing special. I just saw this kind of distribution, saw the supply, and then just took the trade around here. And before that, overall, I saw this move as manipulation. And basically, like the main reason why I took this short was Bitcoin. This was kind of more, I don't know, like more the coin where I execute the short on, but Bitcoin was my primary confluence, like why I took the trade. So if we go back to Bitcoin, we can see that this was our 3-day mark structure. And around here, we SFP did. However, if we go to the lower time frame to confirm an SFP, we have to break mark structure. However, our next significant mark structure was around here, and we never even touched it, so we never confirmed this SFP. And that just means that it's like a weak break that has potential to send us even lower. And basically, like what you want to see is either like for a bullish scenario, you want price to break this market structure and then eventually like break low time frame structure here and take a long um, to the upside. However, we didn't get that. We SFP this market structure low, didn't get the bullish break. Yes, of course we have some internal stuff here, but I won't call it as significant structure. And we ended up even getting the opposite price. Put in a higher high, like only locally, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. Unfortunately, we didn't take the smart structure high, what would have been like even better, but it is what it is. I think a lot of people are waiting for this, so market makers probably like front run this, but we don't have to guess that. But basically, after getting some sort of Wyckoff Model 1 distribution, we ended up breaking this market structure. And what do we know? This is our higher time frame structure, and once we break this low time frame structure, we're expecting price to rotate lower. And this was basically where I took my render short because I was simply expecting Bitcoin to go low. There was nothing like stopping price from jumping. I mean, of course, we had like this small demand. However, I remember that Trump, like, I don't know, he tweeted something around here on Saturday that they're going to stop the war or something. I don't know. But basically, if we compare now where I took the render short and when Bitcoin broke its structure, you guys can see um, how I basically used Bitcoin to take this trade. Wait, I took it around, I think after this, took it around here. I should have kept the P&L, but yeah, fuck it. I took it after the scan reaction, I think, and put my stop loss above supply. And that was around 11 p.m. and Bitcoin was around here. So this happened, like this entry happened after Bitcoin already confirmed its bearish rotation to the downside. So that's basically why I was so confident in taking this short setups, besides like not having any higher time frame distributive price behavior. Like basically we just pumped up. It would be really difficult to short this move. Like if you tried to short it around here, you would have gotten stopped out. If you tried to short it around here, you would have gotten stopped out. And after we had like some signs of distribution, I took it because of Bitcoin. Important because of Bitcoin confirming its bearing rotation to the downside. And in hindsight, I mean, I don't know why I didn't do it, why I took render and like pump fund and other shorts, but you could have basically just short Bitcoin here and like just target this low as the first TP. I would have been like completely valid to take. I don't know why I didn't, but um, that was basically also a really nice trade. I probably didn't take it because of the RR, but I'm not too sure. I don't want to make any like false claims, but yeah, that was basically how you could have taken this render short by using Bitcoin as your primary confluence. And then basically here it's just like trading the supply. And to be honest, that's it. Like there's no magic behind it. It's like just using the understanding of where the market is located at and just knowing like the pivots when we're going to rotate to the downside. And yeah, basically that's it. So I hope you guys could have learned something, and yeah, see you in the next video. Goodbye. Peace.